Hey there, people. This is True Outlaw Patriot coming at you again. This time coming to you with some news from the good old state of Massachusetts, where liberal freedom is running rampant. Seems like everybody's jumping on a bandwagon now. All these blue liberal cities feeling the crunch of all the migrants that are coming in. Now Massachusetts governor is declaring a state of emergency because of the migrant crisis. I find it funny. I'll give my thought in a second, but you need to listen to what the governor's saying over here. It's just ridiculous already, the way these Democrats get voted in. And like I've always said in a lot of other my videos, you know, they start a crisis, they start a problem, and then they want to go and pretend like they can solve it. But in this case, with the whole illegal immigration, you know, all these sanctuary cities, all these people backing up the Biden administration, you know, the leftists and all that, and they know what's best. But, you know, when something doesn't go right and it starts to turn to shit, what happens? You basically run out of shit to clean it up. So, here we go.
Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey has declared a state of emergency to address the state's growing migrant crisis. The governor says there are over 20,000 people being temporarily housed across the state. 12 News reporter Matt Paddock spoke with the mayor of one local city that's currently housing migrants and joins us now live in studio with her reaction. Matt?
Shannon, Taunton Mayor Shauna O'Connell is calling the state's right to shelter a double-edged sword.
Well, of course it's a double-edged sword. You know, I did a video a few days ago on New York. New York has a migrant crisis of, I believe they said, what was it, 92,000, 93,000 illegal immigrants. Now Massachusetts has 20,000, so that's over 110,000 illegal immigrants between New York and Massachusetts. Well, I should say in those two states. They won't talk about Connecticut or anything in between, but, I mean, this is what you voted for. This is what the Democrats voted for. This is what the Democratic politicians voted for. They wanted all the illegals in. In the beginning, what they really wanted was for the illegals to get sent to the red states. Now that they're getting sent to the blue states, they're eating fucking crow. And I'm glad. Not for the poor people, the migrants and all that are suffering, and the taxpayers and all that have to, you know, that are suffering through this. You know, for the politicians. For as crooked as they fucking are, you know, I'm glad this is happening to them. I really am. But let's continue.
Today, I am declaring a state of emergency in Massachusetts.
As the number of migrant families arriving to Massachusetts exponentially grows, Governor Maura Healey declared a state of emergency for shelters, stating that close to 5,600 families are living in shelters, dorms, hotels, and other facilities across the Bay State.
Sounds familiar? You know, Eric Adams in New York goes and says the same thing. It's a state of emergency, whatever the case is. Now here she is. This clip came out about an hour or two ago. Now she's saying it's a state of emergency. You know, California, they're saying the same thing. You know, people were saying that it was a state of fucking emergency at the border as soon as Biden came into the... as soon as Biden stole the election. He went and cut all the border policies and have let in millions upon millions of illegals. But now that they're reaching the blue states en masse, oh, now it's a state of emergency. Well, no fucking shit. See, what they were banking on was to get all those illegals in, let them migrate to the red states, so like that they can have the Democratic cronies put shit in their head to vote blue and try to turn the red states blue. And now it's blowing up in their face. In my opinion, I wouldn't give them shit. No federal funding. I wouldn't give Massachusetts, I wouldn't give New York, I wouldn't give them a fucking penny. You know why? Because they're the ones that said, the way they were condescending people, you know, about sending us your poor and your destitute and all this shit. But now it's hitting your state, and now you can't deal with it on top of the homeless crisis you have already from people born and raised in America. You pushed them to the fucking side, and you wanted to go feed the masses that came from somewhere else, and now you're calling for a state of emergency. Really? Let's continue.
Represents more than 20,000 people, growing every day. That figure is 80% higher than it was just 1 year ago.
Healy calling the lack of
80% higher than a year ago. And yet you have people like Mayorkas, okay, like the broad at the White House, their little token speaking puppet, Biden, everybody's saying no, everything's fine at the border. But yet you just heard it from the horse's mouth. It's gone up 80% in a year. How in the fuck how is the border secure that's all the way on the other side of the country, different time zone, all the way in the West Coast where they're coming in, and a year later they made it all the way up north to Massachusetts at an 80% higher rate? Because, as always, the Democrats start some shit thinking that they're going to be the saviors, and when it gets out of control, they don't know what the fuck to do. But now they're going to ask for more money from the federal government, more assistance, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to give them billions of dollars, they're going to line their pockets, and I guarantee you, a year from now, there'll still be immigrants coming in illegally. There'll still be illegal immigrants out in the street, or if not, probably put in better facilities. But there'll also still be American citizens that are homeless and fronting the bill. So all you leftist Democrats, all you bleeding heart liberals, all you fucking socialists, all you people that say that all these illegals have the right to be here, this affects you too. This affects you too, but you're too damn ignorant to care. As long as you know that you're hurting somebody else that doesn't agree with you, you think it's okay. And again, I'll mention again, over 85,000 children at the border have gone missing. That's on you, Democrats. That's on you, bleeding heart liberals. That's on you, you fucking socialists, you democratic socialists. That's on you. And you rhino Republicans, whichever Republican voted for this shit. That's on you people. But let's continue.
affordable housing, on top of slowing federal work authorization for these migrant families, a cause for concern.
I am delivering an urgent and formal appeal to the federal government for intervention and action.
Taunton's one of the many municipalities across the state helping house families. But Mayor Shauna O'Connell says those conversations were had behind closed doors.
And now they're saying that it's slowing down for them to get their work visas or whatever it is. You know what? They shouldn't get any of that. They didn't come here for a work permit. They didn't come here with a work permit. They didn't come here. You know, they came here for asylum. Supposedly, they're asylum seekers. You know, illegal immigrants, when they would come and they would apply for a work visa, a school visa, something like that, and they were given permission. It was always held at random, like, okay, we're going to give you X amount of time. Now they're saying that them getting their work permits and shit is being stalled. Do you see the way the Democrats spin shit around? They were supposed to seek asylum. Now they want to give them their work visas. You know why? Because then that starts giving them a pathway to residency. Come here illegally and we'll help you get residency. I would, again, nothing against the illegal immigrants per se, but I would not give them anything. Because all the money that's being spent, all the money that's going to be spent now, because you know Obama, I'm sorry, I was going to say Biden, but Biden is going to do the same thing Obama did. They're going to take more taxpayer money, they're going to line their fucking pockets, and they're just going to do whatever they want with these illegals. What they need to do is save the taxpayers some money And it'll cost less to send them back to where they came from. And take the rest of that money and give it back to the American people. Yes, and Democrat constituents alike. You know why? Because they paid their taxes. Well, whoever's fucking working on both sides that are paying taxes. But it belongs to the American people. Give it to the regular homeless people here. Let's pick them up off the streets. Let's get people off of drugs. Let's get the schools going. Let's fix this shit. But no, now they're going to bitch and moan in Massachusetts. Say, now we need this, 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 and this. You remember what I said? If anybody looks at my last videos, I said that the Democrats will do something as long as they get something in return. They start the problem. They're going to pretend that they got the solution. They know what the solution should be, but they're going to come up with an alternative solution if you give them something else. And right here in Massachusetts, that is the something else. Give them the work permits. You see how that works? Little by fucking little. They're such fucking snakes to turn shit around. The same shit that happened with DACA. They're fucking doing it again. But this time en masse by the millions. But let's continue.
Very much appreciated having a conversation ahead of time instead of suddenly finding out that our hotel was being shut down and it's the only hotel in the city of Taunton.
O'Connell says the state's providing $10.6 million to house over 400 individuals. And while she says she's sympathetic to those families, her main priority are
$10.6 million to house 400 families. I wonder if helping 400 American families will cost that much. I wonder. And now another hotel shut down. Just like in New York. Open up the hotels that were shut down. You couldn't give it to... The ones you had the homeless people in, you kicked them out to bring in the illegals. Now they turned them to shit. Now they're closed down. Now the illegals are sleeping out on the fucking street. So where did all that money go? Where did all that money go? Unfucking believable.
Are the people of Taunton, saying that some in our community are struggling to put a roof over their own head.
Is a great community. It's very affordable, but we do see people struggling. You know, we see people not being able to put food on their tables, struggling to buy their prescriptions, and we really need to prioritize those people.
Governor,
You know, it's funny that she says that. I mean, she's a Republican, but it's funny she says that, and I hope that Karine Jean-Pierre is listening, because what this woman just said about people struggling to buy medicine, you know, she was asked by Ducey not too long ago about the whole, you know, Inflation Reduction Act, and how she fidgeted and she barely could get two fucking words out because she was just put on the fucking spot. He put her on blast. And she said that, oh, that it you know, it's helping, it's bringing down the cost of Medicaid and Medicare and helping people out, this, and that. And, you know, he hit her with the 1-2 combo. You know, but, you know, he told her, like, nothing's gone down. Everything's still going up. Gas is going up. Taxes, nothing's gone down. I mean, she didn't know what the fuck to say. So she's saying that, you know, Medicare, for people that are on Medicare, Medicaid, they're being helped. But this woman right here saying people are struggling to get money for medicine. It's fucking ridiculous already. What they need to do is shut the fucking border down and send these people back to where they came from. Plain and simple. It was never going to work. It was best to do it the right way. Keep the border shut. Let people keep coming in through the port of entries. A lot more innocent people's lives would have been saved. It would have been done the right way. More people would have been coming in the right way. Less criminals would have been coming in. But no. The fucking leftist, evil fucking Democrats have to go and do it their fucking way. Do it their way. While still getting people to vote Democrat. Now, I know that Massachusetts is very liberal in many, many parts. I wonder who's bitching and moaning now. Just like New York, they said that New York is true blue. And now the people are bitching and moaning. Just like in Chicago. Let all the immigrants in. Now the people in Chicago are bitching and moaning. I had somebody leave me a comment on one of my on that video I made about Chicago, saying not everybody votes Democrat. Did it ever occur to me that maybe the election was stolen? You know what? And I responded, yeah, you know what? You're right on that. But here's the thing. Where are the protests and the outrage in the street of the people protesting against this? They'll protest for Black Lives Matter. They'll let Antifa fucking burn, loot, and fucking riot in the streets. They'll let all the fucking kids run around by the hundreds in Chicago and New York and just destroy shit. And then when somebody says something, people protest against that. Where are all the people, Democrat and Republican alike, out in the streets saying, shut the fucking borders down? It is affecting both sides. When will the Democrat constituents fucking side with the Republicans and say, you know what? It's not even about saying, you know what, you guys were right. No. It's about pointing out the fucking obvious. It was never going to work. It wasn't meant to work. It was done through nefarious fucking ways for nefarious fucking reasons. And yet Obama is still out there fucking talking, and he's got a bunch of kids behind him, and they're all praising him like he's some god. You people need to wake the fuck up. You people really need to wake up, because you know what? These illegals, for whatever reason they came here for, I tend to believe that the majority of them are coming for a better life. But what kind of American dream is it now to leave your home country to come here, and now you still got nowhere to fucking go? More money, hundreds of billions of dollars have been spent. Hundreds of billions of dollars have been spent. And the illegal immigration crisis has not gotten better. The border has not gotten better. You see what's happening in the big cities now? So where's all that money? Hundreds of billions of dollars. There are small countries with more citizens with less money that are doing better. Why? Because they're taking care of their own first. Look at what's going on in France. Look at what's going on in the UK with the boatloads of illegals coming in. Look at the chaos and havoc of all the riots that are happening. And what's funny is that this is the same shit that was happening when Obama was president. Worldwide, all the borders were fucking being open to let all illegals in. And then the chaos started slowing down after Obama came out of power. Now Biden's in power, and the shit's happening all over again, and it seems like it's happening fucking worldwide. It seems like every time the leftists worldwide, with Macron, with Trudeau, with Biden, with in Venezuela, I mean, everywhere you fucking go, where some fucking communist fucking dictator has taken over, there's problems. But yet people bitch at the conservative parties worldwide of what they want to do. People need to wake up. Because this is bullshit. And it's not fair to those illegals. And you know what? As far as adults come, all these single men, they're not coming here only. They're going all over the world in droves. In droves. The ones I worry about are the kids. And if for any fucking reason, any Democrat, any leftist, any liberal, I don't care what you are, you watch this video, at least, have the fucking morals to feel bad for the kids. But something tells me that a lot of you are too fucking ignorant. You're still going to vote Democrat. Anyway, I'm True Outlaw Patriot. Please like, comment, subscribe. You can catch me on Rumble on the True Outlaw Patriot. And as always, you know, if you can, leave a thumbs up. Like I said, subscribe. And as always, be vigilant, keep praying, and keep praying for each other. Peace.